Good day, everyone. So, for today, I'll be discussing to you my 21st century classroom layout floor plan, my classroom rules, and my classroom procedures and routines. So, we all know that the 21st century education is the response to the demand of societal, economical, and technological shift that is happening in our society today, and it is important that we teachers create our classrooms suitable for the 21st century education for our students to be well trained and to be well developed. Now I'll be presenting to you my presentation. So welcome everyone to my classroom tour. Okay, so here's my school, Foundation Preparatory Academy. And now we will enter the campus. Hi, I'm Mr. Blight S. Tilos. I am a faculty of FPA Junior High School Department and is currently the advisor of Grade 8 Einstein. Now, let us enter my classroom. But before we enter the room, let me first discuss to you the classroom rules. So we're gonna click on this scroll for us to see the classroom rules. So here are the grade 8 Einstein classroom rules. So first is use manners and be polite to others. Second, help others who are in need of help. Third, be kind to other people. Fourth, be ready to learn every day. Fifth, look after the cleanliness of our school. Sixth, follow instructions. Seven, enjoy while learning together with your classmates. Eight, do not be shy. And now we're gonna exit the classroom rules. Now we can enter the classroom. We're gonna click on this scroll for us to enter the classroom. So here is my classroom. For us to have a better visualization of what my classroom look like, let us take a look at the classroom floor plan. Okay. Now here is my classroom floor plan. So here I have two doors, three windows, a mini stage in front, a whiteboard, a television, bulletin boards, four round student table, two ceiling fans, a teacher's table, bookshelves, lockers, a green board, an air conditioner, and cabinets. So you may wonder why my students' table are round. It is because it will be easier for students to collaborate and do tasks together with their classmates if they are grouped or they are in one table together, and it will not be a barrier for them to collaboratively work with one another. We also have TV for a audio-visual presentation, a mini stage when there is a classroom presentation, and it is easier for the people on the back and the people on in the classroom to look at or see the presentation going on. We also have a okay, so for us to have a better visual on what my classroom look like, let us look at the internal design of my classroom. So here is my front wall, we have a television on top, right above the whiteboard, a honor students section. This is where the honor students or the list of the honor students will be pasted or posted. We have a word wall on the right side. This is to enhance or develop the vocabulary of the students. We have posters of the Panatang Makabayan, Lupang Hinirang, Students' Prayer, and Panunumpa sa Watawat. We also have frames of the pictures of our Philippine President, Mr. President Rodrigo Duterte, and our Department of Education Secretary, Leonor Briones. We also have a saying or a motto above that says, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think by Albert Einstein. We also have a power socket right below the whiteboard. So here is the right side or the right wall. We have our classroom, our bulletin here. We're in the classroom rules and the monitorial assignment is posted. We have here a poster of the classroom officers, the vision, mission, and core values of DepEd. We have the world map, the locker, two doors, the entrance, and a door for emergency exit. For example, there is a earthquake or fire drill or an actual earthquake and fire might happen, there is a door that we can use so that the students will not be just going out with one door. There is two doors so that there will be no pushing and pulling. We have a cabinet to store things, a locker to store the things of the students. Next, let's go to the back wall. So we have bulletin boards that are intended for the major subject areas, history, math, science, English, Filipino, MAPE, EPP. We have some more lockers. We have cabinets, the announcement section wherein announcement will be posted, student progress section wherein the forms of the students will be posted like attendance, the reading comprehension, the health progress of the students. We also have a air conditioner right above the bulletin board and a wall clock to keep track of the time. Now let's proceed to the left wall. Okay, so on the left wall we have a bookshelf here on the left side, left corner, and we have a bulletin board for the students' output. Okay, so in here, in this bulletin board, we'll be posting students' outputs so that everyone who will visit the classroom will have a glimpse of how the students in this classroom is progressing or how they are creative or how good they are at math, at science, at any subject. We have, of course, a fire extinguisher, and right above the fire extinguisher is the first aid kit cabinet. We have extra power source or power socket. So now we will proceed to the classroom routines and procedures. Proceed. So for the movement in the classroom. First, before the bell rings, the student should already be inside the classroom. Student will be given 15 minutes of grace period to do their personal things. Teacher will greet and check the attendance of the students. Students are not allowed to roam around the classroom when the discussion starts. Students will only raise their hand if they want to get the attention of the teacher or if they want to answer. Next, movement of the classroom. Out of the classroom. Students do not pack up materials until the teacher indicates end of class. The teacher, not the bell, dismisses students. Students should use the bathroom before or after class or during the recess and grace period given by the teacher. Students are not allowed to roam around the hallways when classes are ongoing. Students will raise their hand if they want to go to the bathroom or go out the classroom for an emergency. This is for the tardy students in class. Students arrives late and the teacher must continue teaching. The, it is the responsibility of the partner to assist late arriving student. When free, the teacher talks to the tardy student to know the reason why he or she is tardy in class. This is for the absent student in class. Student is absent in class. Partner notifies the teacher if his or her partner is absent. When free, teacher calls the guardian or parents of the student. Student will write a letter of excuse signed by his or her parents and he is to be signed by all his or her subject teachers during that day. Partners assist absent student with his or her missed tasks and outputs in class. This is gaining assistance during cooperative or independent tasks. So this is when they are doing something in class. First, when the student has a question and the teacher is not near the student may consult with his or her partner. If assistance is not adequate by his or her partner, student circles the item and continues working. The teacher moves around the room monitoring, walk around or look around or talk around the student who is in need of assistance. When the teacher is near, the student may raise his or her hand and request assistance. And that would be all for today, and thank you. It is important that we create our room a suitable environment for a 21st century education for our students to be able to learn better, for them to be well trained, and for them to be well developed. And it will not be possible if your classroom is not a 21st century classroom. So, for us to achieve success in teaching and learning, we must be able to create a room suitable for learning. And with that, thank you. That ends my presentation.